Happy Mother's Day, YouTube. This is your girl, Miss Cajun coming at you. It's been a minute. I haven't done a video all 2016, so since today is Mother's Day, I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to come on and do a short video and to wish you guys all a happy Mother's Day, one, and to talk a little bit about the importance and the role of a mother. Any woman is capable of having a child. However, to be respected as a mother and as a mom takes more than just birthing a child. You have to be involved with your children. You have to check on your children. You have to be a doctor to your children, sometimes a lawyer for your children, a cook. You have to be a homework professional. You have to be a cheerleader for their events. You have to be the bank. Most of all, though, you have to be a caring and listening ear. There are so many people that wish they had closer relationships with their mothers, wanting to talk to them, wanting to be able to be honest with them and share the most deepest things that children go through as being a child. And when you don't have the connection with your mom that you feel that you should have, it's very sad, and it's very it can make you feel unwanted and unworthy. Everyone should be celebrating their mom on today. And we also have to understand that there's no manual to being a mother. We go through many emotions. We go through many times where we question, are we even doing this right? Are we making the right decisions for our children? And are we leading them and being the prime example that they need? There are so many mothers out there, ranging from young mothers, from teens to even adults, to even older senior adults, mothers that are not setting the example of what a mom should be. And especially in regards to a mother being a mother to a young lady. If your mom is out there still twerking and, getting into cat fights and still sleeping around with different men and, all those different things, you are a product of your environment. So the society can't really get mad when there's a young teenager that, is not using her motherly instinct to be there and take care of her child or her children. That's learned behavior. You can only be a product of what you're around. So if you have dealt with a mom that was, on drugs and this and that and the other, you may not end up on drugs, but some of those habits or ways of thinking you may take over into your own mothering techniques to being a mother. And so a lot of times people don't know what to do with that. They try, but like I said, it's learned behavior. So you have to unlearn it. And sometimes to be able to even do that, you have to be around people that will be able to show you and pour into you what motherhood is. Some people think just because, hey, I had you, and that makes you an outstanding mother. No, it doesn't. And you have many children that grow up and they appreciate their mother, they love their mother. In the eyes, a mother can really never do wrong, because without a mother, we wouldn't be here. Without a mother, some of us wouldn't even be breathing right now, because during even labor, mothers have to make decisions on whether to keep the child alive or whether to risk their own life. And, those things, from even, carrying the baby, the complications that can come along with carrying a baby. You have people that end up on bed rest because of situations going on within their body, or, different things that develop from genes, and sometimes just the health of the baby. So a mother sacrifices a lot to even get the child here to this world, but that's not the end of the job. So you have to be there. You have to be involved. and you have to communicate with your children. I think one of the worst things as a mom a person can do is put their child in a situation to where they can't trust their mom, or they can't communicate, or it's just a lot of negative energy. It's not the real love and compassion that it should be. And sometimes we put a lot of expectation on our children, and sometimes we live our lives through our children, and that's not what we're supposed to do either. As a mother, we're supposed to be there. We're supposed to nurture them. We're supposed to care for them. We're supposed to protect them. And sometimes it's protecting them from, family, from friends, and, because sometimes things can happen, you know, and mothers, we think that, we can trust certain people and leave our children with certain people, and then come to find out years later, after your child has went to jail, or after your child has been diagnosed with some mental instability, or making bad decisions in life, then you come to find out that your child was molested, or your child was raped or taken advantage of, or not even looked after, or physically abused out of your presence, and the child never felt the comfortability to be able to come to you and say, Mom, this is what happened to me, and where were you, and you weren't there. And so it creates resentment, and people grow and mature and they learn how to deal with things. But I've learned that even with my father before his passing, that there were some things growing up that still affected him as even a grown man in regards to some things regarding his mom. And so I know, even for myself, there's some things and some questions that I had, and some things I had to come into understanding with in regards to even my mom. So it's important that we, one, communicate with our children, be open to listen to them, because we may think that we're doing something right because that's how we were taught to do it, but that may not be working for your child. So you have to be open to even hear things that you may not want to hear from your child in regards to your parenting, or some suggestions that maybe can change in regards to how you guys interact with each other. But we appreciate mothers all across the world, because you have people that will see a situation with a child or with a young adult, and you feel the pull and the need to be a mother figure for that person. I have many women that have taken me under their wing and to say, I want you to be my daughter. I want to love on you. There's something about you that you just remind me of someone. You just remind me, and I just want to be a mother to you. And I appreciate that, because it takes a village. And even though I'm grown, there's still some wisdom to be poured into me. There's still some knowledge to be poured into me. There's still some cooking instructions and recipes that can be passed down from scratch, and and you never know what relationships are really built from in regards to why someone would want to accept you as their child and want to adopt you and be a mother to you. But the love is unconditional, just like that was your biological mom. And so I appreciate all the mothers in the world today, because it takes a lot of suffering, of selflessness. We really stretch ourselves. And when you can not only be a mother to yours, but you can be a mother to others that are in need of being nurtured, or putting some things together, or even bringing some things out that were secret, that the child could not get out but through you, or whatever the case may be. Just being there is very important, not only to families, but to the community, to society. You have so many people that stay out of people's business, but growing up, I had so many women that would, pull my coattail and tap me on the shoulder, and, even put some money in my hand sometimes when I didn't have it, or to encourage me to keep going and keep pushing, and I can do it. So shout out to all the moms out there that have a big heart, that have a kind heart, and just want to see young people mature and live a life that they can be proud of within themselves, teaching us that you don't have to have nobody pat you on the back. You know, a mom will let you know that a lot of times she did it on her own without any help, and she pat her own self on the back, and the success of her children let her know that she was doing an okay job. So happy Mother's Day to you all again. May God bless you. May God keep you. May you unite with other mothers that have the same goals and objectives as you, because it is a team effort. So whatever you do, remember, keep it growing and sexy. Holla at your girl. Peace.